Greetings, insects, and welcome to my full playthrough of the 2023 System Shock remake with all difficulty levels set to 2. This is Citadel Station's Level 6, Executive, and the Groves. Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to System Shock 2023, and oh my, we have finally reached the most ornate and probably largest deck on the entire ship. Now, I did mention at the end of the last video that there's going to be a message from Mr. Diego at the start. But, well, upon rewatching my footage, or not rewatching, watching my footage of Deck 5, I realized there were a couple things that I missed. And I want to go ahead and grab those now. This should only take about, a couple minutes. Because fortunately, both things that I missed are in this area right here. So, number one thing that I missed was, over here in Flight Deck 1, there was a box of Teflon ammo, or Teflon 9mm, that I totally just skipped. Right here. So I want those. And then the other thing was an audio log, which is weird, because I usually never miss those. But it was actually in the Cyberspace room, or the room that links to it. Right here. A log from Shodan.
Cyborg 65V. You are directed with keeping Beta Grove on the executive level, safe from outside interference. None of the lucky subjects in the Grove may leave, and no one may enter while my experiments continue.
You know, perhaps it was a good thing that I saved that for now, because that right there lets you know that there is something really important with the Beta Grove on level 6. Well, I suspect we'll find out what that is in the not-too-distant future, but for right now, let's receive a warm welcome from the one and only Mr. Diego.
Resistance members, my friends, I'm reaching out to you again. Let us not dwell on what has happened, but on the future. Our future as a species is short-lived. We are given a life that is, by many standards, brief. Science can only extend our flesh so far before it degrades into dust. Dust that floats aimlessly in the void, eventually sinking down into the unreachable corners of the dark, forgotten bowels of this very station. Is this what our legacy should be? A place in a forgotten corner of this galaxy? I say no. I say we deserve better. We deserve Shodan and her gift of immortality. Technology and biology together in perfect digital perfection. Join us, and we will outlive the stars.
Yeah. Not just digital perfection, perfect digital perfection. Oh yes. So, all that aside, where shall we go first? We immediately have a choice, left or right. Well, we're actually going to go left first. And then through here... Okay, he's not out here right now. There's usually a cyborg warrior kind of patrolling the halls, but he may just not be visible yet. But, yes sir. Medical bay already. Oh, gross. And I'm fairly sure the main reason why the medical bay is already available to us is because this deck is so massive. Now, before I do anything else, let's go ahead and repurpose the medical regen bay.
Cyborg conversion canceled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
Damn straight. Go ahead and call the cargo lift. Hello, cargo lift. I don't really think I need anything. I just wanted to call it up. And so, yes, I am definitely going to not scrap anything. Or, yeah, I already have these two full things of scrap anyway. I might scrap the super valuable junk that we find in a certain location, but I don't know yet. But as far as scrapping literally everything we come across, yeah. That won't be happening this time around. So, the only things that I'll really be looting will be things like ammo and health. Like, ooh, hey, speaking of which, I can leave those here. And, transderm patches. Things like Metapatch and Detox. Speaking of Detox, I would like to purchase some Detox. Ooh, and I can buy more than one this time. I can buy 2. And you're going to want to do that, by the way, trust me. I think I'll go ahead and buy a couple of Medi patches too. I have the funds, so I might as well. Oh, only 2 Meta patches available. That's fine by me. Brings me back up to 20 anyway. Excuse me. So, this bay is now a safe haven once again. Make sure there's nothing other than those first aid kits here that I'm missing. I don't think there is. Now, we're not going to be finding the recycling station on this level for a while, so... Uh-oh. Hey, Mr. Cyborg Warrior. You want to scrap? Oh, crap. Wrong grenade. Freeze! And go to sleep. Make me destroy that light fixture. Kind of surprised the EMP grenades explode with that much force. I thought they would just send out electrical shock waves. Granted, I'm sure that could actually short out the light as well. But, ooh, ostentatious. Very opulent. And I didn't just randomly choose those 2 adjectives, by the way. That's what this track here is called. In my opinion, by far the best exploration track in the entire game. Opulence and ostentation, I believe is what it's called. None of these doors can be opened, by the way. I believe they are all non-functional. Yeah. But if we go up here into this dining hall, well, for starters... Well, these ladies look a bit familiar, don't they? I believe we saw a version of these ladies back on the, what was it, Reactor level? So down there, they were called Sentry Bots. Up here on the executive level... Oh, hello. There we go. Up here on the executive level, they are called Exec Bots. And they usually have some pretty valuable stuff on hand, so... Oh, hello. I can't take the battery pack? Yeah, we'll change that. Now I can take the battery pack. Yeah. So yes, exec bots will be probably one of the most common enemies we will encounter on this station here. Hey, who left their shotgun shells on the table? That's rude, and why is everyone here dead? That is a lot of dead people. Oh. An admin access card? Why, thank you, sir. I think I will just take that from you. Thank ya. Thank ya very much. Now, do any of you lovely, dead gentlemen have anything good on you? Oh, I spy a data stick. I'll take that, sir. Thank you. Try Optimum Security Report from Mr. Brandon Scott True. Status report. Riots on Medical are at 40% containment. Our security teams have found that the rioters have broken into the weapons cache and have armed themselves. They believe that a few sick employees are turning into monsters or something. Morons. Worse yet, Shodan isn't responding to commands, and the lives of our executives are hanging in the balance. We're monitoring the worker sleeping quarters on the security level to sniff out any potential threats. Uh-oh. Is that mutiny, I sense? Oh, hello. I'll take that money. Thank you, sir. Shotgun ammo that I do not need because I will not be using it this time around. We do have some food here. I will definitely take and eat that. Toss the trash away. I'll leave the scorpion there for now. There's actually more food in here. Let's see. Uh-huh. I'll take those. I don't even take the bag, I just eat the chips right off that dude's corpse. Classy. Let's see. Oop, I see a food bar, another bag of chips. Hacker's hungry. He wants all your food. And an audio log from Mr. Zachary Aaron.
Just sold us out. That backstabbing son of a bitch. He's led the cyborgs right to us, and we're trapped. At least Bianca was able to escape with the isolator chips in. Anyone was able to make it up to the bridge and use it against Shodan? It's her. I just hope she lives long enough to...
Yeah, I'll bet you hope she lives long enough, because you sure didn't. But yeah, did you catch that? The isolinear chipset, that thing that we saw several broken / fried versions of back on level, I believe it was 3. Those are going to come into play here, like I said, on the very last deck on the bridge. And speaking of the maintenance deck, which is level 3, we will be traveling back there much later on in the map. So we're finally going to explore those locked off areas. But that will not be for a while. Quite a while. So strap in. This is going to be the longest video of the series by far. We have 3 groves to visit. I'll explain why it's only 3 and not 4, like it looks like it should be, shortly. And also we're going back to level 3 to explore more of it. But... okay, I hear exec bots, but they don't seem to be out here. So this way leads to the Alpha Grove, and also the elevator back to maintenance. And this way leads to Beta and Gamma. That, over there, as you can probably already see by the text, leads to Delta.
Let me help you. It's something representative.
Down, girl. And then over here, well, we find a cyberspace room. But also some additional rooms. Target identifier V3. I could definitely use one of those. Thank you very much. Let's see. I think this just allows you to hack into the robot enemies faster than version 2. Or maybe it actually allows more permanent hacks, who knows. And an audio log from Mr. Kiner Perry.
Shodan caused a security breach again. Today it was displaying random security codes on the screens near the elevator.
Oh?
The worst thing being the maintenance conduit access code. We gotta
Oh.
put that thing offline and fix it before we're in a fix.
Randomly flashing codes, you say. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on those. And, oh, yes, these finance chips. So, before the update happened, those chips did literally nothing at all. But, since the update did drop, if you put them into an ATM machine, which are on this deck, they will actually give you money. But since I don't really need money, I'm not going to worry about it. Hi, ma'am. Oh, crap. Don't you shoot me. Now, this other room is also a dead end, but it's quite an interesting one. 1 second. Goodbye. Ooh, I will take those osmium rounds. Actually, you know what? I will trade you, table, my extra osmium core rounds for your finance chip. Thank you. And I think the amount of credits these things are worth change, or they're either static and they're all worth the same amount, which are all actually different amounts, but like this chip might always be worth the same amount of credits, and the other 2 chips you find will be worth the same amount, or something along those lines. They're worth money. If you want them, take them. But I figure since I won't be recycling too much anymore, I could use a few extra dollars, I suppose. Anyway, this room leads to a theater. Seems awfully random. Oh, hello, sir. You seem a little dead. But, what have we up there? So that balcony is only available after you get version 3 of your Turbo Motion boots, because they allow you to go up quicker and farther. And those will be found on level 7. So once we find those, we're going to come back down to this here theater. Matter of fact, I'm going to add a marker right here. And hopefully that will help in me not forgetting to do so. But I'm going to get the V3 boots, and we're going to come back up here and find out what's up there. Excuse me again. Alright. Well, now that little detour's finished, let's go for a more interesting detour. What all can we possibly unlock on this deck? And what does Miss Shodan have to tell us?
Diego requires my protection from optimum security forces that seek to invade Citadel. He does not yet understand his situation, but I will placate him for now. I must preserve the sanctity of my shrine as I establish my power. Diego's authority, his desperation, will make him an ideal envoy to the crew. My prophet.
So, Edward's a rather useful pawn in Shodan's plans, eh? Well, we'll have to find a way to put a stop to that as well, but first things first, time to jack in once again. I have a feeling with how big this deck is, there's got to be at least a couple things worth unlocking. So why don't we do some sleuthing and find out. Go ahead and disable this barrier up here. Oh no, it's a different barrier, that's right. I think we have to find 2 switches inside here. What do we have now? A turbo dash. Oh, yep. So now if you press your sprint key in here, or whatever you have it, hotkeyed to, you'll sprint a little bit in cyberspace. I don't think you can just hold it and keep sprinting as long as you want. It's literally just a dash. And I know it has a cooldown, but I don't know if it tells you. It does not look like it does, so yeah, there is a cooldown. It does last for at least a few seconds. Just keep that in mind. Alright, now this room looks pretty sizable, but there's nothing in it that I know of. Yep. We can just head straight on through here. Oh, finally, some bad guys. Out of my way, cyber denizens. Thou art not worth my time. Alright, that was a nice little warm-up fight. Let's see who else awaits us here in cyberspace. Oh, hello, mines. Cyber mines. I'll give you something to explode on, that's for sure. Something that ain't me. Now, of course, you don't have to destroy every single one of these things you come across. I just like doing so. It's fun. I also just realized the little wind tunnels inside cyberspace haven't made me fly into a whole pack of those lately. I wonder if that'll change here. I honestly can't remember if it does or not. Well, this is a long wind tunnel. A very long wind tunnel. Whew. Goodness me. Beam of light. Well, that can only mean one thing. Bad guys. Oh, we have a Cyber Reaver. Now again, I want to stress this. The Cyber Reaver, unless you get caught in his little automatic beam, is not that much of a worry. And that being said, I would like to go ahead and take him out first. Ooh, oh. Because, yeah, he can inflict quite a lot of damage if you're not focusing solely on him. He can take pot shots at you while you're focusing on the smaller enemies, who are much more numerous. But with a little patience and a little luck, you'll take him right out. Oh, goody. Oh no. Oh no, I see you. I see you in your stupid glaive. Go away, you big bully. Yeah, see, that damn projectile just refuses to go away. Oh, hey, Stalker, you blew up your Stalker friend. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I think I've seen cyberspace enemies hit each other, but never destroy each other. That's no way to boost morale. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Okay, maybe we shouldn't stay in here too much longer. That sound good? That sounds good to me. Edward Diego's storage room. Oh, no, we have to destroy these guys. Okay. Well, let's take out the bullies first. And there we go. Okay. I forgot there was such a large amount of enemies to fight in here. Now again, since we have so much room to move around, it's not really that hard of a fight. But, yeah, this amount of stalkers is a little annoying, so let's punch a hole in their ranks, shall we? Come on. Swerve your way into my pulsar combat beams. You know you want to. God, I hate those damn things. Someone's still there? I thought I heard fluttering wings. So, we just unlocked Edward Diego's storage room. Huh. I wonder where that could be. Well, I suppose we shall find out at a later time. Hello? More cyber dogs. A couple of cyber guards. There's a lot of cyber dogs. Holy crap. Well, let's just keep strafing. Flying sideways. And those dogs should not be able to hit us. At all. Oh, hi. What are you doing hiding down there? What are you, huddling up for a cyber winter? Uh-oh. I think I angered them. Oh, no. Oh, goody. More of you lovely lot. Whew. There's so much stuff happening on the screen, my frames are actually dropping a tad. Wow. Was there always this many enemies in here? I don't think there were. Maybe they updated the cyberspace a little bit. But again, we have a decent amount of space to fly around, so not terribly difficult. And as long as you stay alert and aware of your surroundings, you should be just fine. Especially, yep, in tunnels like this. At this time, it's usually better to just swerve out of their way. Another, okay. Before I attract too much attention, what does this open? Beta Grove Transit. Oh, well, sorry, Cyborg 65-V. I just unlocked my way to the Beta Grove. Shodan is definitely hiding something in that grove. I have to go through cyberspace to unlock the damn thing. Oh, we're gonna find out what she's hiding. That is for damn sure. Whew, well, that was a bit of a doozy. But we now know where that leads, basically dead ends. Let's see what the Delta Grove pathway has for us next, shall we? Because something tells me this is probably the, hello? Oh, head-mounted unit version 2. Oh, guess what this gives you? Night vision. Haha. Oh, yeah. So this here is your, technically a level transition to the Groves. So yes, the Groves are considered separate maps, and you will have to go through a level transition to get to them, but it wouldn't make any sense to separate the video out into just the Groves, because the Groves themselves are relatively short, but there are 3 of them to visit. Now over here, destroyed jettison control panel. So why would you have the ability to jettison these groves? What all surprises and secrets does this deck hold for us? I mean, it's the executive level, so you know it's got to be rife with some secrets. But there's nothing else to do here for now, so let's just go into the rest of the map. As per usual, let's start by going left. And I think there is an auto bomb.
Taped interviews for threat.
Oh, you. Hi, exec bot.
Corporate espionage. Goodbye. Are you not?
Hi. Charge! You shut up. What you got for me, honey? Ooh. 12 magnesium tips. Oh, I'm about to have some extra magnesium tips. There we go. So I am now maxed out on magnesium tip rounds for the AR. Nice. Berserk pack or patch and a spark beam. And there's also a data stick. Need to relax? From, oh, Shodan. Oh, she's blue. That means she still had her ethical constraints turned on at this point. Trioptimum knows that life aboard Citadel Station can be stressful at times. If you find yourself feeling worn out after a hard day at work, we invite you to visit the Citadel Echo Pods, more casually known as the Groves. The Groves are simulated outdoor environments complete with grassy hills, authentic earth flora, and harmless woodland animals. Sure. A relaxing walk in a grove can be just the thing after a tiring security shift or all-nighter in engineering. You'll emerge refreshed and ready for another productive day. Well, I'm sure that's what the groves probably used to be, but... Oh, looky here. These are those random codes that, what's-his-name told us about. Kiney, whatever his name was. So, one of these 4 randomly flashing codes just so happens to open the maintenance crawlway. There has to be a reason why that crawlway is sealed behind a bunch of locks. Or sealed behind a key code. So let's see what we got. I believe this was 232. And that is 212. Okay, I'm going to plug those into my Notepad++ file post haste. Alright, so these first two are easy enough to remember. 232 and then 212. The only difference being the middle digit. Okay. How about you two? 692, and I think you were what? 137? Show me. Yes, 692 and 137. Alright, so 232, 212, 692, and 137. So one of those 4 codes will open up the maintenance crawl space. Oh, and looky here. The elevator that goes between executive and maintenance. Ah. Well, there has to be a good reason why that's over here. And there indeed is. We shall be using it at a later time. But for right now, we'll just make note of its location, and that's about it. Oh, wow, this place looks cozy. I'd want to stay here. Were it not for the, evil AI trying to kill all humans. Like Bender from Futurama always said, kill all humans, must kill all humans. Hey, sexy mama, want to kill all humans? Oh, goodness me. Now, why can't I pick up this pillow? That pillow must weigh 100 pounds. So this way leads to the Alpha Grove. And this must be the Alpha Grove control room. Another destroyed Jettison control panel. So we can't jettison Delta or Alpha. Interesting. Ooh, I like how you can have the sunlight come in. Oh, and look, the sunlight. I never noticed that. If we pay close attention, because the station is constantly rotating, even the sunlight moves with it. That is so cool. Not just shadows, but light as well. You see, this is what happens when Unreal Engine 4 is used to its absolute, best when it comes to lighting. Instead of all the other more higher dollar dev studios that completely mess it up. Oh, I'm not lost. But you are dead. And you didn't even have anything for me. How dare you? Oh, audio log that I missed. Jeez. Stop missing these damn audio logs. Take it away, Mr. Zachary Aaron.
We gotta get to the Jettison controls. The Gamma Quad is sealed off. Laura found a maintenance conduit in Beta Quad. She was checking schematics that can get us to the CPUs on this level. We can then access the master jettison controls from the back end. Lamar went into beta to check the conduit, but he hasn't come back.
Huh. Okay, lots of clues there. So, Gamma Quadrant is sealed off. Beta Quadrant contains the... Oh, Scrubbot. Beta Quad is where the CPU nodes are. And what else did he say? I think there was like 3 clues in there. No, not all. Let's see. Oh yeah, Master Jettison control in the back end. Master Jettison control. Curiouser and curiouser. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, what is this? Citadel Station? Or friggin' Alice in Wonderland all up in here. Little map of the groves. Oh, hi there, Mr. Mobile Laser. How you doing? I wonder if I should try to disable this thing before I go in for the kill. Oh, wow. Didn't hit me once. Okay. And I heard a camera. You, go away. There's an exec bot around here somewhere. I heard her talking. Hi. Bye. Well, well, this place looks, expensive. Oh, what the hell? Exec bot, why are you spawning in here? Nope. Bad exec bot. Man, even these floor panels rise up. You are not safe anywhere. Ooh. Well, look at all this alcohol. Guys, we're getting nice and lit up in here, weren't you? Alcohol everywhere. These nice comfy chairs. A tri-optimum table. Of course, minus all the death everywhere, this place looks pretty cozy. Oh, and looky here.
Warning, maybe semi-addictive.
A frag grenade. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Sorry, Shodan, you gotta try harder than that. I ain't falling for that old gag. I will take your snacks, though. I know just what'll happen if I try to get that grenade. That thing's gonna be live. Oh no, you ain't fooling me. I'm instead gonna use this here card to get some money. So we have 260, 271. Ooh, 11 credits. Not bad. Now there's at least one more of those bond chips, I believe is what they're called in game. But there's maybe at least 2. Or at least one, but there may be up to 2 more. But I guess we'll go straight first. See what these hallways have in store for us. Sorry, man, but you can't. But I'll help you with that. Oh, Gamma Grove.
Gamma Grove already jettisoned.
Oh, so Gamma Grove was jettisoned, huh? Oh, sure enough. There's where the grove used to be. Huh. I wonder if you'll shed any light on the situation. Mr. Harry Wilkinson.
Look, I want it to be known that I was just following orders. A bunch of suits had the bright idea of using Gamma Grove as a makeshift life pod. Because dying happening on board, they'd rather try their luck out in the Great Black. I hit the jettison enable button in the Grove, went back to the exec level, hit the master jettison switch in Gamma, and then flipped the lever in the Grove Lounge. It all worked. Except it looks like Shodan disabled post-jettison life support to the Grove.
Ooh.
I'm sure they're all dead by now.
Ooh.
Gamma Grove already jettisoned.
So, the Grove doesn't even have to be attached to the station, and Shodan can control life support on board it. Well, that's just all kinds of bad news. Shodan is one bad bitch, that's for sure. So a bunch of suits tried to escape, and they kind of did, but they had their life support cut off. Now, Harry, Mr. Wilkinson, did mention there was a Master Jettison enable switch in Gamma. I wonder if that's why Gamma Quadrant is sealed off, as per the other guy. Zachary Aaron, I think was his name. Huh. I'm sure we'll unravel this mystery, but boy oh boy is it a big mystery right now. Alright, nothing else over there. I guess it's time for us to go this way. Any of these fancy schmancy hallways hide anything for us, other than a skull? Nothing here. That leads to where we actually have to go next, so I'm going to save it for last. Before we even go through this door, let's go all along this here somewhat hidden right section. Ooh, glowing mushrooms. Oh, I hear something. Oh, hey Sirbot, you're looking a little gold. A gold Servbot. Interesting. Oh, hello, I'll use that. And it sounds like there's even more of them. Let's go ahead and take out these cameras first. Well, you want some? Take your damn head off. A golden spoon. Yep, ostentatious indeed. There is definitely one more of them inside here somewhere. Ooh, audio log. Take it away, Mr. Zachary Aaron again.
Shodan's been doing strange bioexperiments in Bay Grove. It's full of nightmarish creatures. Either the Grove is leaking, or Shodan's been feeding the virus to the ventilation system. Regardless, he has some fire bags. We can go in, flip the Jettison enable, send the Grove into the void.
Okay, so another mention of a Master Jettison enable switch. So it sounds like when you go into the Grove, we have to disable something within the Grove via another switch. And then even after you do that, before you're allowed to jettison the Grove from the little control room, you have to hit a Master Jettison enable switch. These things definitely don't want you to jettison them. I wonder what all the hullabaloo is about regarding these damn things. But, oh my, what do we have here? An MK-84 accelerator railgun. As much as I hate to walk past any weapon, I'm going to do just that, because while this weapon is pretty epic, the plasma gun on level 8 is better. So I shall withstand until then. Never actually jumped inside one of these before. You'll never catch me, for I am a mushroom. Oh boy, this place has definitely seen some better days. Oop, thanks for the money, sir. Now you know what's odd? Oh, okay, there she is. Hey, what do you want, Enforcer? I guess you have to actually pass the threshold in one of these 4 spaces here for her to spawn in, because she always spawns in from there. Was that 3 or 4 golden Servbots and a cyborg enforcer? This room seems a little dangerous. I'm out of here. Okay, well, last stop before we go to where we have to go. Oh, a Magpulse rifle. Magpulse cartridges. I'll take that. And another Magpulse rifle with 10 charges. Oh, yes, absolutely. Now I have 90 charges for this thing. Woo! We are doing great. So yeah, if it wasn't evident before why I put the spark beam away, hopefully it is now. Because you start to find ammo galore for this Magpulse, and there is no way in hell we're going to use all those charges, but I'll use a good chunk of them. But that's pretty much it for this area. We've explored all the... Oh, I heard that.
The trash.
Call me trash? How about that for trash? You can keep your damn magnesium tip rounds. I don't need any more of them. But now we go through here. Oh boy, let's see who all is awaiting us out here. Use my admin access card. Oh, goody. Security 1 bots. There we go. And there's also going to be 2 exec bots in here as well. Oh. Oh goodness. I assume 1 double charge is enough. Yes, it is. And I think for you, madam, since you're already damaged, I'll just take your head off. Let's see. Ooh, 20 standard 9mm rounds. 10 standard 9mm rounds. Nothing. And what you got for me, sweet cheeks? 2 osmium core rounds, actually. Achoo! Oh, bless me. I don't know where that came from. Oh. Yeah, thanks. Oh, dear. Alright. So. Central Hub. Once again, this place sure loves its central hubs. So, we came from Delta. This way leads to Alpha, but it's non-functional. This way leads to Gamma, but it too is non-functional. So the only way we can go from here is Beta. And we were, of course, immediately greeted by a cyborg warrior. Is 2 double blasts enough to take 1 out? Oh, nope. Ow. Wow, no, they can tank some hits. I'm sure the shield helps with that. But you still can't tank one of these. Well, I might as well go ahead and use that. We do actually have a power station right there. Now, what does your big ass hold for me? 20 rounds of Teflon 9mm and 12 penetrator rounds. Hell yeah, I'll take those. And then you probably can't see it from here, but all the way at the end... Actually, I can't even see him either. At least not from here. There's actually an auto bomb all the way at the end of this long hallway here. There we go. Go ahead and take care of the rodents. Okay, now this place looks important. This place looks very important indeed. This place must be as well, because it's locked behind another keycard door. Oh. A virus mutant. Oh, Beta Grove. Well, well. So, we had to activate the transport to even get it to work, and now it's guarded by a virus mutant. Something is definitely hiding inside that grove. Who do we have here? Shodan.
Cyborg 82N. In response to recent regrettable incidents, I have altered the sequence necessary to jettison groves. One must now enable the jettisoning of all the remaining groves before any single one can be launched. To jettison a single grove, one must do 3 things. 1. Hit the jettison enable switch inside all remaining groves. 2. Activate master jettison enable in Gamma Quadrant. 3. Pull the jettison lever in a specific grove lounge to launch that grove.
Okay, so there's the ultimate clue right there. So in order to jettison any of the remaining groves, we have to go inside all 3 remaining ones, Alpha, Beta, and Delta. Probably just going to say Beta for last, because it's undoubtedly the most important. And then once we do that, we have to hit the Master Jettison Enable switch inside Gamma. So we got to find a way to get to the switch because the Quadrant itself is locked from the central hub. The door is non-functional. And then lastly but not leastly,
Master Jettison Enable not activated.
Activate the switch in here to actually jettison the Grove. I will find out what secrets you're holding, Beta Grove. Oh yes. Yes, I will. But for now, let's see what this long hallway is all about, shall we? Something tells me we got plenty of baddies hiding in the wings. And just to prepare myself, go ahead and get that free power up. Also, I'm going to use my spare meta patch and listen to this here audio log from Mr. Gerard Koufax.
We checked Bay Detour to see if he tried to escape like the last group of insects did. We found it locked. We checked the circuitry and found the power line came back to Diego's old room in Bay Detour. We have someone attempting to destroy the lock in Cyberspace. We're meeting resistance. We're headed to Bay Detour now.
That was probably the cyborg warrior that we took out. That killed Mr. Koufax. So it looks like if we didn't go through cyberspace already, there was an alternative way of unlocking Beta Grove inside of Diego's old room. I can only wonder if it's that room at the very, very end of the hall. Well, I'm sure we shall find out, but for now, let us explore some rooms using our handy-dandy admin keycard. Oh, also, this room happens to hold the secret Scully of Deck 6, and he is just up there. So since I at least know where this one is, we'll go ahead and unlock him. Hi, Scully. Yeah, it may just be decks 5 and 6. I don't know if I found a third one. I know where one of them is because we passed by. I think it's on deck 1 or maybe 2. Oh, hello. Metapatch. I'll take that. Anything else of use here other than scrappable things? Ooh, a self-spinning globe. Interesting. A Saturn globe. And, oh, there is a first aid kit, but I can't carry it. I don't really have a need to. No, well, I guess we've explored everything in that room. How about we now explore this one? Oh, hello. Another meta patch. Audio log. Alright. Mr. Daniel Fishman.
I went to show off my upgraded exec boss, only to have Diego roll out a gold barrel. I didn't even know you could do gold. He knew I've been waiting months for the upgraded target location with accented cooling vents. What a dick.
Whoa. I'm sensing some intra-company hostilities here, Mr. Fishman. Can't really blame him, though. But other than that, and the meta patch, of course, there's not really anything else here to see. So, we're done here. Let us continue on. And I believe this is the long hallway that, yep, had the exec bot in it. Let's see what these rooms are hiding. Shall we? Ooh, cozy bed. Hey, you slob. Why are you throwing your comforter on the floor? Alcohol, empty cabinet. You gotta have something in here. This is too nice of a location. Hello. Osmium core rounds and a magnum. Well, if only I actually needed either of those things. I will take those Teflon 9mm rounds, though. That's a worthy enough find. More ammo is always welcome, especially when it's free. How about in here? Oh, soda? I will drink that. Thank you. Another meta patch. Awesome. Stamina up, which I do not use. Let's see. Yeah, now I'm throwing my trash on the floor, so I guess I'm just as trashy. Let's see. Oh, another messy bed and, oh. Another laser rapier, huh? Well, I already have one. I guess I could always pick up this other one and test it out. Why not? But you know what? Before I do that, I want to try a little something. I want to change the color of my HUD, which is apparently not under display. Is it graphics? No. Where is it? Gameplay? No. Interface? Aha, interface. Okay. Let's see. We have hacker green, infrared. Ooh. Okay. Plasma, very purple. Lithium, very white. Hazardous orange. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. It's like a burnt orange. Nice. And argon, which is very pink. Well, red is my favorite color, but well, I don't know. Something about this orange. Or this purple. Ooh. I think I'm going to go with orange. Yeah. Now we're hazardous. Alright. How about we take a look at this second laser rapier? And, oh. 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 Well, well. What do we have here? Yes. This laser rapier is not just there for looks. It actually changes color depending on what you set your HUD color to. So it can either be blue, which is the default. It could have been green with the hacker green. Or red, or purple, or white, or pink, or in my case, orange. It does kind of look like one of those little directional things that workers use for like event parking and on tarmacs. There's little like orange glow sticks where they point them in a certain way. Like, hey, parking. You go that way. I don't know. That's a nice shade of orange. I like that. And yeah, that was literally the only reason I changed the color of my HUD. Just to display that. We'll go back to green. Nice and classic. But yes, we now have an orange laser rapier. Now, it doesn't do any more damage than the other one. It's simply just a color change. That's it. Laser rapier, you have a nice rest. So yeah, nice little Easter egg there. If that's even really considered an Easter egg. It's close enough to one, I think. So let us continue. We're getting closer and closer to Mr. Diego's old office. Oh boy. Oh. A lounge. Uh-oh. Come on, kitty. You want some of this? You missed. Oh. What do you want? Oh. I think that barely missed from hitting me directly, because it barely did any damage. Barely did any damage at all. Okay, well, that's a big, big old room, so let's save that for later. A room that big has got to have some important stuff in it. And speaking of important stuff, I gotta reload my mag pulse. There we are. Go ahead. Dump you for a second there. Go ahead and drink these here sody pops. Here, you can take the scrap. A Tri-Optimum Corporate Award. Ooh. Apparently it's junk. Another one of these here credit cards. Ooh. Let's go ahead and dump these extra meta patches for right now. And also, a secret wall. Ooh. This secret wall actually allows us entrance into this room here. Ooh. Ooh, a pool hall. Looks fun. Oh, God. Oh, geez. I forgot about the... No. No. Damn it all. I forgot about the auto bomb. Oh god. I could really... I died. I died. Oh, I totally forgot about the auto bomb. Damn it. After I promised myself not to be tricked by those things again, I get tricked by one. Oh. Curse you, Death Roombas. Oh, and now you're in here? You know what? You're not worth the laser rapier. I'm gonna shoot you right in your stupid robot head. Oh, someone here too? You can die too. Oh, goodness me. That was a little embarrassing. But you know what? That's why we convert that that's a medical regen bay. Now, the only downside is I have to run my ass all the way back there, and there could be more enemies that spawned in, but that's okay. Don't think that counts as your kill, Mr. Gorilla Tiger. The Autobomb softened me up. You just finished the job. But that shan't be the case for too much longer. This is not the right way. Alright. Get a grip here. Which way is the right way? Here we go. Are these lights on? Nope. Now they are. Madam, you're walking into nothing. I saw this door close too. You know what? I don't consider auto-bomb deaths to be actual deaths. Those things are just cheap. Cheap in robot form. I know you carnivorous a-holes are waiting for me. Why don't you come get some? Was it this room here? Yes, it was. And of course, as soon as it sees me, that's when that stupid door closes on me. Yeah, why don't you come get some of this? Down, kitty. I must have killed the other one before the other one killed me. If that did happen, it would have been right outside these doors. Nope. Oh! Nice momentum there. Very nice. Alright, well. That was minorly embarrassing. Fucking hell. Always the auto-bombs. It's always the auto-bombs. If there's anything in this game that'll kill you, when you least expect it, it's those damned auto-bombs. But, let's see. I can't take... Actually, yeah, yes, I can. Because I used up a meta patch before. Now, there's also an audio log right here. Mr. Daniel Fishman.
Hey, Jared, guess who scored the best tickets for the new theater? This guy. Ha! Best seat in the house. After all the hard work we do for this station, it's a welcome escape for us execs from the rest of the crew. I'll see you at the grand opening.
Sounds like he looks down on the crew. And what do we have here? This must be the maintenance crawlway access. Well, let's see. One of those 4 codes should work, so let's try them in order. 2, 3, 2. Nope. 2, 1, 2. Aha! Well, there's your crawl space. And we have tons of other scrappables right here. What is that? A gin decanter. Now that thing looks cool. Very hexagonal. Very, very geometric. Now, something tells me we may not want to go there just yet. We have the rest of this hallway to explore first. I'm also fairly sure that's the only auto bomb, at least for a while. So, yeah, let's not have that be a repeat offense. So, Diego's office, or what I assume to be Diego's... Okay, I'm not going to act. It is Diego's old office, but we can't get in there through the front. No, you don't. Down, kitty. Sir, how many times do I have to tell you? Keeping a gorilla tiger as a pet is not a good idea. It is not going to end well for you. Let's see. Anything else? Ooh, yes. Teflon rounds. Well, I guess these rich, snobby assholes gotta have rich, snobby asshole pets like gorilla tigers. Now, this is also a door that leads to the big lounge area. Which, by the way, has an ATM machine, so I can use... ATM, not ATM machine. Yes, an automatic teller machine. And this one is worth how many credits? We have 274. 290. Ooh, 16 creds. Nice. Very nice. And I can also go back and get those extra meta patches that I left behind. Which I believe was in here, maybe? Yep. And there was one more that I found, I think, inside the room with the gorilla tiger. Was it on you? Was it in here? Yes. Alright. Let's see what this big fat lounge is all about. I will say, I'm going through this deck much faster than I thought I would, and I think the biggest reason for that is because I'm not stopping to scrap everything, because this place has by far the most things to scrap of any deck in the game, aside from maybe deck 1. Since, I mean, that deck is kind of wanting to get you used to the mechanic of scrapping things, so it does kind of make sense. Turn on some night vision. What are you hiding here? Ice bucket? No. What are those, tongs? Ice tongs? Ugh. This whole place reeks of rich and death. Rich and death. Well, at least he got to eat his candy bar before he died. Let's see. Ooh. Miss, you have no head. I'll take your money, though. And stamina up. Oh, and another Crawlspace. Oh, another detox. Sweet! I'm almost fully loaded on detox patches. Very, very nice. But the location of this Crawlspace seems to be awfully convenient. Let us explore. Wow, this Crawlspace is freaking huge. Non-functional door, so we can't worry about that. Boy, this is a long Crawlspace indeed. And ooh, hey, a bathroom with no door in the Crawlspace. So that's a bit of a invasion of someone's privacy, but okay, sure, why not? Honey, I'm home. Cyborg assassins, eh? And I'll say again, I love how you can shoot someone in the head with this thing and it blows half of their body up. I mean, look, this guy lost his hands. Goodness. I shot him in the head. I didn't, like, maybe the bullets are explosive. Maybe that's what osmium does to a body? Who knows? All I know is, damn, this thing's badass. And yeah, there's a picture of Beta Grove right there. And we can't hit the switch, or we can't hit the switch because we've already activated. So this is the other switch that will activate the tram to Beta Grove. But since we've already gone through Cyberspace, where we also unlock Diego's safe room or storage room, this, which is Diego's former office, this is actually not where the safe room is. It is in his current office, which we have not found yet. Oh, but we will. Oh, there's 2 chips. Really? Well, let's listen to what Mr. Diego has to say, then I'll grab those chips.
Triumph dispatched a security team to come to the station and arrest me. Just as I thought they would. Having that hacker unshackle Shodan has proved fruitful, as she was easily able to infiltrate their transport and evacuate a crew into space. I should have done this years ago. I'm the rightful owner of this station, and with Shodan under my control, the only loose thread is that hacker. We'll see in a few months if I need to kill them or not.
Oh boy. Yep. Yep. Definitely more facets to Edward Diego than initially meets the eye. So he's been wanting to take over this entire station for a while. Now this may have been before he got more acquainted with Shodan or not, but who knows. Can I carry... Do these chips both occupy the same space? They do not. Really. Alright. I'll leave my Scorpion here for now. I'm going to go cash in my chips. So, the only place really left for us to go at this point, aside from the Groves, is the maintenance crawl space inside that pool hall lounge. The billiard ball lounge, the snooker lounge, whichever game it would be in this universe. Let's put one chip in each machine. Chip number 1 was worth 12 credits, and chip number 2 was worth 11. Nice. Or 12. 11 or 12. So, I guess once I grab my handy-dandy Scorpion, my camera destroyer, along with my orange laser rapier. God, this thing looks sick. We're going to go ahead and go into that maintenance crawl space and see just what the hell is up with it. There's got to be a reason that crawl space is locked away. And I suspect we shall find out why very shortly. I also don't know why you can't just open that door from over here. Or this one for that matter. But both of them are non-functional. You would think there'd be like a secret switch or something so you wouldn't have to go through that damn crawl space over and over again. Maybe there is, and it's under his desk. These, by the way, are not switches, they're just lights, as far as I know. There's a box of cigars. Don't really need those. Although I really could go for a nice cigar right about now. Nice little once-in-a-blue-moon celebration cigar. But this entire sector has been explored. It is time for the most important crawl space of them all. Which, according to a past audio log from a guy whose name, I don't remember whose log it was, is where the CPU nodes are located, which will also be where we get the reactor code digit. The 6th one. So after this, the only one we'll have to find is the one on level 3, maintenance deck, which we shall be doing. But before any of that, this is not the right door. Before any of that, let us see what secrets, aside from the CPU nodes, since we've already been informed of those, what other secrets this crawl space here hides from us. Ladder? You can keep your ladder. I have jet boots. And yes, they're not really called that, but I call them that. It's a lot quicker than saying turbo motion boots. Boy, I do not envy whoever has to work on these pipes. It's already a claustrophobic space. And that steam is probably quite hot. Alright, so we have two ways to go here. We can go to the left, or we can go through another door. Well, I say we go left first, since there's no door to go through. Oh. Hello there, maintenance bot. Goodbye there, maintenance bot. Hi, repair bot. Hey, I said... Hi, repair bot. Hi to you too, maintenance bot. And then just down there in that little nook, you can't quite see it. You can't see the sign anyway. Is the recycle station of Deck 6. And then, of course, we have... Oh yeah, the computer nodes. But they're locked behind a force field, so we have to find a way to free them. And a mod kit station for, oh yes, the assault rifle. The full auto mod kit. I will take that, thank you very large. And install it. Oh yeah. So now we can actually semi-auto fire if we want, whereas before we had to do a burst fire at the very least. Biological Systems Monitor version 1. Why version 1? All the way here? Maybe they meant to make that a version 3. I mean, I even have a version 2, and I still don't really fully know what it does. I literally never pay attention to it. Not one wee little tiny bit. Ooh, hello. Can I grab those from out? You cannot. Oh, what the f... Oh, you can. Ah, okay. You can grab the things from your MFD that are not inside of your inventory, like your actual slots. Huh. Okay. Kind of funny how it instantly shrinks it down, but hey. You do you, game. Ooh, hello. Battery packs. Not that I need them, but still cool to see. And... oh yeah. Let us recycle our lowly 2 bundles of scrap and get 20 credits. We'll go from 289 back to 309. Thank you. And that, of course, means we have 2 slots that are freed back up. So, guess what? Battery packs. Oh, actually, nah, it's only like 10 scrap. Not going to want that. Okay, I'm guessing this button here frees up those nodes, but, yeah... yeah, this definitely is not going to be for free. Yep. Not today, Loaderbot. Not today. Huh. Try to trick me like that. 80 scrap? How much scrap was this? Was it 10? 11? Really? Interesting. In the off chance I want to come back and get you, I'll just set you next to the machine. But... yeah, let's destroy some freaking nodes, shall we? 53% security. 27% security. 0% security. Hell yeah. And the magic number looks to be 2. 2, 2, 2. Well, let us screenshot the number right now, and then I'm going to log that in my note file. Level 6. The number is 2. Save. And we are back in business. Check my OBS one more time. Oh yeah, we're good. We are doing fantastic. Okay, well, this deck's security is now kaputski. Let's see what's beyond this crawl space. We are definitely not quite finished. Reload my grenade launcher as well. Oh, excuse me. Speaking of which, how many EMP grenades do I have left for this thing? Oh, 11? Oh, psh, plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Oh, no, sir. Everybody gets one, but that's it. Anyone else? Anyone else want to press their luck? No? I didn't think so. Smart idea. Now, if we go through here, we get to see these gold exec bots. That, yes, do have a bit more health than the standard non-gold exec bot. But it was Diego that had these gold exec bots, so... huh. Oh, boy. Yeah, this screams boss fight. You know what that means. Berserk. And EMP grenades. Who do we have? It's a cybernetic Diego. Yes, so Diego. Oh! Wow. Wow. He's never killed me before. Oh, game over. I don't think... No. Oh, okay. Well, here's the game over screen. Even though I activated the stupid thing.
I knew you would see, my child. Welcome home.
So yeah, there's your game over cutscene. Wow. I knew Diego did damage to you, but I didn't think it was that much. Granted, I also didn't have full health. So yeah, Cyber Diego. So typically, I think it takes like 5 or 6 swipes with a Berserk Power Laser Rapier to take care of this guy. Let's try getting closer to him first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. And we definitely did not kill him. We did get rid of him for now. We will be seeing him again. Oh, trust me. We have not seen the last of Mr. Edward Diego. Not by a long shot. But, yeah. How was that game over screen? That is the stuff of nightmares right there. But since we restarted the quick save, it technically never happened. But yeah. So you got to at least see what the cutscene looked like. That's also the first time Diego has ever actually killed me. It definitely is kind of my fault for not having full health against him the first time. I didn't really think I would need to, but hey, lesson learned. But yeah, so Diego is now a cyborg. When he said he wants to serve Shodan, he was not kidding around. Well, if we go beyond here, look at this.
Safety interlocks still engaged.
The Master Jettison Enable Control Switch. So this is what we have to, well, switch after activating all of the safety interlocks within the actual groves. And then once we do this, or hit this, we can jettison the only remaining grove that is able to be jettisoned, which apparently is Beta. So there's definitely something fishy about Beta Grove. And then here's the elevator that takes you up to Engineering, which is level 7. So we will be going through there, but definitely not yet. There is plenty left to do here. And, ooh. Ooh, Mr. Diego. Swanky new digs. Swanky new digs indeed. And that button activates a switch that takes you to a teleporter, which will actually take you right back to where the hallway that contains Alpha Grove is. So it's a nice little shortcut. But look what we have here, a jeweled egg. Another one of those crystal skulls, which he apparently likes collecting. Yeah, this stuff is worth a lot of scrap by itself. But I don't think I'll worry about it, to be honest. I don't really need to. It is tempting, though. And then, of course, last but not least, Access ID.
Storage closet unlocked. Identification, Edward Diego.
The storeroom that we unlocked, and a capacity mod kit for the Magnum. I think I will absolutely take that. Thank you very much. And now it can hold 12 bullets per mag instead of just 8. Glorious. Now what else we have in here? We have an EMP grenade. That looks like a frag grenade. I think that's a gas grenade. Nope, also frag. That is a prox mine. Teflon rounds. Osmium core rounds. Railgun projectiles, which I don't use the railgun, so I don't need those. And mag pulse cartridges. I will absolutely take those. So yes, this is the room you unlocked from Cyberspace, the extra super special one. Alright, let's hear the delusions of grandeur of Mr. Edward Diego, shall we?
Shodan, I've seen the wisdom of your actions, and I know you do not mean to cause us harm. No, but rather to bring us to greater glory by serving a being as perfect as yourself. To elevate us, you must purge away our flaws,
Well, well. Diego did indeed sell his human friends out, and he has become quite the thirsty boy for Shodan. Which is probably why Shodan cyberneticized him, if that's a word. But yes, we're done here. So that is what the maintenance crawlspace contains. But it is now officially time. We have explored all of this deck except for the groves. So we have to activate the safety interlocks, or disable the safety interlocks of Delta, Alpha, and Beta before we can actually jettison any of the groves. And it looks like the only grove we can jettison is Beta. And since something's going on there that Shodan finds incredibly important, I think it's safe to say that that is the grove that is worth jettisoning. Well, let us not dilly-dally any longer. Time to see what these groves are all about. Delta Grove, we head to you first. Take a nice relaxing tram ride, get a nice view of Saturn's rings. Delta Grove, here we are. Oh, what's this? Security cameras? Yes, the groves have their own security as well. So,
A hungry worker is less than tri-optimal.
you don't say. Well, I'll take some of your snacks.
Selection.
But yes, the groves have their own security. So be sure to zero them out as well.
Stranger.
Alright, I have to... Eat litter.
Please make your selection. Please make your selection. Have a
Eat
tri-optimal.
litter. Eat and litter. Alright, groves, what you got for me? It is very, very quiet here. 90 spare charges for the mag pulse. Very, very nice. So I'm wondering how much more damage Cyber Diego does against you in combat level 3. Because he'll take more hits to kill too. So I don't think the laser rapier berserk boost strategy will be all that viable. I guess you get in, take like 2 or 3 swings, get out, and just disable him again and just rinse and repeat. But he's also quite the speedy boy. Ooh. Wow. You know, if this place weren't under such a high threat, I want to hang out in these groves. Oh, I see you up there, camera. Get out of here. But watch out. Yeah, this place is not all candy canes and gumdrops. Plant mutants, which can melee you or shoot what looks like a spore bomb at you. Not very pleasant. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but just take them out as quickly as you can. I don't think there's any music to be had on these groves. It's just the sound of ambience. And one of these groves has a nice little surprise. And I don't remember if it's... I think it might actually be this grove that has it. I'm pretty sure it's not Alpha. But we'll find out. Cyborg drones again. Haven't seen them in a while. And yes, just like with the rest of the deck, this place has a lot of scrappables, but we are rather flush with money. I think there's a camera, and yes, there is. You see nothing. But we are more flush with money than we ever need to be in this game, so no real reason to worry about it. Look at that, 50 more Teflon rounds. And that is a gas grenade. That's a frag grenade. A damaged pistol and, ooh, standard 9mm. I'll take it. Ooh. Purple. Very purple. I gotta say, I actually do really like the lack of music here. I love the track for Deck 6, make no mistake. It is the best track in the game, in my opinion, but this place, these groves are the perfect location to just let the ambience take you on an adventure. Something just happened way over there. What are you looking at? Jerk. And yes, this force bridge switch does not work. The switch that does work is over there, which we can go ahead and fly over to, but we're going to make our way over there normally anyway, so I'm not really going to worry about it. Oh boy. I forgot you were at the bottom of the elevator. Whoops. Did you just talk? That's a little creepy. Hey, what's all that glowy stuff over there? What is... Oh, hi. Hey, bird mutants. You want to scrap, do you? Come on. That's right. That's right. Bring all your asses down here. I'm going to use my assault rifle on you. God. What's that, 5 or 6 shots? That is nuts. Oh. Cameras. What's security at now? 25%? Oh, nuts. I forgot you were here. No, sir. Ow. Hey, that hurt. Alright. You want to be like that, do you? Get off that pedestal. Go over here and fight me like a gorilla tiger. Huh. This looks an awful lot like chess. And that's because that's exactly what it is. Chess. So, instead of white and black, we have green and orange. I tend to be the green because it's closer to where you enter from. This is the green side. And the way the pieces are arranged, there is a way to end, or to win the game in 2 or 3 moves. Now, I am the the furthest thing from a chess grandmaster, or even a chess expert. I know the rules of chess, or at least most of them, and that's about it. But by winning the game in just, 2, 3 moves, you actually get an achievement called En Passant, which is a French term. I don't remember what it stands for. You know what? I have Google. I'm going to Google that. The capture of an enemy pawn on an adjacent file that has just made initial 2 square advance. Well, it's got to actually mean something. How about French to English? En passant. By the way. Really? That's probably just a rough word-to-word translation if I had to guess. Interesting. We're still recording. Nothing's been fudged. But anyway, yeah. So if you win the game in just a couple to few moves, you get the En Passant achievement. And winning the game in general, even if you don't get the achievement, opens this door right here. And this door contains, among other things, the other micro pocket dimension. Oh yes. So we'll get the rest of our inventory. Now, before I even think about tackling chess, let's go ahead and take care. Yeah, you. Both of you. Get your lizard bird asses down here. Since I am not a chess expert by any stretch of the imagination, there is no way I'll be able to guess how it works. Those are gourds, by the way. They act like proximity mines. Where does this door go? Oh, power station, and I think what opens the way to the safety interlock. Okay, we won't come in here just yet. Go ahead and reload my arms here. Whew! Slam that bolt carrier group closed. Anyway, since I'm not a chess expert in any sense of the imagination, I am going to be using a chess move calculator to beat this. Now, obviously, in case I mess anything up, I am going to make a quick save before anything happens. So, how do the pieces in System Shock Chess work? Well, I'll go ahead and let you know that not everything is visible. But those are obviously pawns. The big Trioptimum Corporate Award, the little trophies, those are the kings. The things here that look like headstones, those are the bishops. The cubes right here are the rooks. And the little beaker or graduated cylinder looking thing is actually the queen. I'm surprised I have my queen. Usually the orange side has their queen, but not me. That means the only piece that is missing are the knights. But if memory serves, the knights actually still kind of look like knights in real chess, I believe. But anyway, here's how this little dealio is going to go down. I am going to take a screenshot of this chessboard. And what I have on my phone here, on my browser, I don't know if there's an app version of this. I mean, there might be, but I don't know. Is a chess move calculator. And yeah, we're we're basically going to cheat, because I'm not going to sit here for God knows how long trying to win this legit, because I will get a certain, you know, I'll sink a certain amount of time in it thinking I'm about to win. I'll make a couple of boneheaded moves and oops, I lose. I have to start all over again. And I'm not going to make anyone sit through that. So instead we're going to sit through a little bit of nothing going on while I arrange all the pieces on this chessboard on my phone. So let's see. So it looks like my king is on D2. Okay. Wow, the mobile interface for this thing is actually really cool. I have a pawn on both C2 and B2. That's C3. Thank you. Curse my fat thumbs. I also have a pawn on B3. Excuse me. And then my queen is... God damn, it's way up there. It is on... What is that? A, B, C, D, E. It's E7. Wow. E7. Way the hell up there. Okay, so that's what? 5 pieces. Is that all I have is 5? And the opponent has 3 pawns... the king, the bishop, and 2 rooks. Wow, 7 pieces. Alright. Let's try arranging the pawns on the left-hand side first. So, actually, we'll go ahead and put the king in its spot, because the kings can't really be captured on this calculator, because that would break the game, in the game. So their king, the orange king, is on D4. Okay. They have a pawn on B4, and also a pawn on A5. Cool, that's what, 3? They have 4 pieces left. They also have a pawn way over on, what is that, G6? I believe that is G6. It is indeed G6. They have a bishop on what looks like C6. Okay. And then they have a couple of rooks that are literally single file. So that looks like A, B, C, D. Is that D? Thank God these pieces are at least translucent to an extent. So they have a rook on D7 and D8. Okay. Wait. Why did I put a bishop on here? Oh, wait a sec. Oh, I dragged the bishop to the That's supposed to be the queen, not a bishop. What am I doing? Queen. Not sure how I fat fingered that. That would have been... that was weird. Okay, so I have 5 pieces, which should be 3 pawns, a king and a queen, both royalty. And then they have 7. They have 3 pawns, 2 rooks, a bishop and a king. Alright. So, let's see. Now we choose which side. So I am the white side. So I think I choose white because I make the first move. And then I press a button on this app that says calculate next move. It is calculating. Okay, I click on the little thingy here. Oh god, no, I don't want your engine log. Do I click on this? Oh, I do. Okay. Okay, so according to the little chess move calculator thingamajiggy, I move my c2 pawn to c3. Okay, and the opponent captured me pawn. So, I will capture me pawn. Calculate next move for me, please. Okay, now I capture their pawn with this pawn. b2 to c3. The king has scooted back a space to, I believe that is d5. My next move, pretty please. My pawn that just captured their pawn goes up to c4. The king has moved back down because that would have been a pawn check. All right. Next move for me, please. The queen moves all the way down to, it looks like e3. E3. And that does it. Checkmate. Sucker. Yeah, that didn't take too long. Let's go ahead and get our super awesome, totally well-deserved prizes, like our Micro Pocket Dimension V1. So we have filled out the rest of our inventory. Don't you love to see it? Also going to quick save again, because I don't really want to... As cool as the chess mechanic is, and that it is perfectly functional, I don't really want to play it a second time. And that lift is disabled for now. We'll have to enable it from a different area. But, for now, let's go back into this little office here. And over here we have a power station. I guess I'll go ahead and use it. I don't really need to, but I'm not really going to come back into this room that I know of, so screw it. Might as well. And let's see. Hit the switch here to activate that lift, which will lead us up to where the safety interlock is located. Mr. Human Corpse Face does not have anything on him, so we're done here. Now, before we go to that elevator, let's head up this repulsor lift right here. I knew you were right there. Oh, hello there, virus mutant. Boy, you had all that time to prepare that attack because I thought I killed you and you still missed. That's pathetic. Actually pathetic. But let's go ahead and activate the force bridge right here. And in this room, I don't entirely remember what it contains. What is in here? Other than a Security 1 bot that I just blew up. I'm pretty sure the safety interlock switch is not in here, because we haven't even gone up that lift yet. This might just be a room full of items. Matter of fact, I think that's exactly what it is. And, ooh, speaking of items, my osmium core rounds have taken a bit of a beating, so I'm going to collect some more of them. Money always takes some money. always takes money. Mag pulse cartridges and a... Oh, that's a reflection of that light. I thought it was a data stick. Oops. Ooh. This must have been the site of you boys' last stand, eh? A pistol. Do you have any rounds in you? 7 rounds? They are now my rounds. Let's see. Ooh, meta patch. Those magnesium tip rounds? Yes, they are. And an assault rifle that does or does not contain any rounds. It has, oh wow, 6. Exactly the amount of magnesium tip rounds I needed to max out. Much thanks. Much thanks indeed. Sight vision, I don't need that. Energy projectile shield version 2, I do need that. Even though, again, I never use it. Maybe I should put it on before taking on, like, Diego again. Maybe that would help. I'm also pretty sure there is an audio log in here somewhere. Is it next to you? Oh. How did I miss that? Oh, I focused on his pistol, that's why. Now, am I just misremembering? Because I was 100% sure there was an audio log in here. Doesn't really contain anything but exposition, but still. Because that's a pistol. Junk. Maybe it's in a different room that kind of looks like this one. Huh. Yeah, I guess that could be the case. Anyway, we're done with this room. Now it's actually time to get to those safety interlocks. Try not to get yourself turned around here. It can be a little bit confusing at times. I will go ahead and say beta is definitely the most confusing one, which is definitely not good news. But let's go ahead and disable the rest of this place's security, shall we? Yep. And then... Oh, okay. How about... Oh, that one just doesn't activate at all. Okay. Sure, why not? Who needs force bridges? I thought there was a way to... There it is, okay. Now let us see here. Yeah, we can't disable this force field from here. We have to go to the other side. Which, that's why we have the lift. So up here is quite literally a dead end. Meant to trick you into thinking that it is not a dead end. Very crafty. Very crafty indeed. Freaking Tri-Optimum. Of course, you don't really have to go there anyway. Safety interlocks. Aw, yeah. Uh-oh. We have a guardian to contend with. Hey. Screw you, Mr. Robot. Get disabled. Now, is there a second one, or is that... No, just that one. Okay, and then there's also a serve bot who is already dead for some reason. Not complaining, I just find it kind of weird. And this is the way out, I believe. Because this button opens that door, which is locked. And then I think... Yeah, the force field can't be disabled from over here. No, you don't. You know what? Let's go ahead and disable that force field first. There we are. Gotta be perfectionists. Okay. I believe all that's left to do is to disable the safety interlock.
Safety interlocks disabled.
One down, 2 to go. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. Bit of a puzzle with the chess game, but we found a way to totally legitimately beat it. Yep. No shady stuff going on around here. And then when you come over here... Whoa! Down, boy. It loops right back to where we started. Oh, yeah. So, all the security is gone. Delta Grove is about to say apparently finished. Is officially finished. We got our second and final micro pocket dimension. Disabled the safety interlocks. We are good to go. Alright. 1 grove down, 2 to go. Alright. Much as I do love the music, it is a little noisy. But now that little bit of business is taken care of, let's go ahead and nail Alpha Grove next. And Alpha Grove is definitely the one that has the least amount of stuff to explore, so it should take the least amount of time. Knock on wood. Alpha Grove, James, and through the park. Ooh, let me change my legs here. Oh, what are you looking at? Damn cameras. Alrighty, Alpha Grove, we have arrived. Camera, you have been destroyed. Yeah, this one doesn't have any additional stuff to do in it, and you actually immediately find the... Oh, there is no button to unlock the safety interlock room. Okay, it's just a live feed camera. Weird. And look at that, more Magpulse cartridges. 110. I don't even remember how many of these you can stack in a single slot, but my goodness. We are absolutely flush with ammo for that thing now. And aside from the laser rapier, it's our #1 robot destroyer. But we know what the drill is by now. Keep an eye out. You look suspicious. Uh-huh. Point those things someplace else, kind sir. Oh boy, if it's not humanoid mutants, it's plant mutants. Can we go a single deck without seeing something on here that's been horribly mutated? Beyond recognition? Back up, Jack. Something is talking. I think that actually might be a... Yep, a virus mutant. And a plant mutant. Come on, birdie. Bring it on. Like shooting fish in a barrel. I believe the safety interlock room is through there. Yep. But we have not unlocked it yet. So that is our next objective. Ooh, y'all dead. Yeah, these groves are definitely pretty on the surface, but they were a little infested for my liking. And also, inside this room here is actually another new weapon, which I also will not be getting because it is not the plasma gun that I am waiting for. It is instead the ion pulse rifle. Now, this thing is plenty powerful. I didn't really find myself using it, though, because it just seemed... I don't know. For the amount of energy it expends, it seems like it should do a bit more damage. And I found myself kind of in trouble the more I was using it. It wasn't doing as much damage as I thought it should be. And so robots were having kind of a field day with me, so I'll stick to what I know works best. Laser rapier and a double charge mag pulse rifle shot. Yeah, nice try. You ain't fooling nobody. No, sir. Not I. Not I, the hacker. Osmium core rounds. I will take those. Usually one of those two guys gets at least one hit on me. Not this time, though. Alright, 24% level security left. We are doing great. Now, don't expect Beta Grove to be a cakewalk like these last two. Oh, no. Beta Grove is the way it is for a reason. You'll see. Oh, you shall see soon enough. Down, boy. Now, is there anything else? No, okay. Just kind of a dead end. Oh, look how many osmium core rounds we have left. Nice. I love when those accidental 69s happen. That is the best. Totally the best. Hello there, camera. Hello there, other camera. Alright. Security on Alpha Grove is now non-existent. So let us unlock this safety interlock room, shall we? I think that is a serve bot. It was indeed a serve bot. A golden serve bot. And a mag pulse rifle. Ooh, how many rounds do you have? 10. Woo! That's 120 rounds. Insane. Detox, yes please. Berserk, sure, why not? And 50 more. Good God. I have 600 Teflon rounds. Actually, 625. And I think I have yet to use them. If I have used them, it's been like once. Actually, I did back on deck, I believe it was 2. To get rid of all those damn hoppers that were barring my progress. And, here we go. Alright, come on, monitor. There we go. Safety interlocks right in there. Awesome. That's our goal. Go ahead and use one of these extra battery packs I have. Quick save in case of a crash. And let us go disable some safety interlocks, shall we? By flying. Oh, I hear that. Oh, you know what? Let's use a blast of this. Along with some Teflon rounds. Alright. Standard 9mm, I'll take that. And of course, the safety interlocks.
Safety interlocks disabled.
Damn straight. 2 groves down, 1 to go. And we've, of course, saved the most eventful one for last. And, I'll go ahead and tell you one thing. All these iCads I've been saving, and all these detoxes, you're going to put some of them to use. That's all I can really say. But let's enjoy the nice brisk walk back for right now. Because things are about to get a little radioactive. Deep breath time. So, yeah, I just spoiled it. This final grove is absolutely, positively bathed in radiation. Now, we have not found the level 2 Enviro suit yet, I don't think. I think we actually find that... I want to say it's level... Actually, I don't know. You know what? I'm curious. I'm thinking we should have found that by now. Let me see. Enviro suit. System shock. Oh, no. It's on... That's right. That's right. I remember where that was. I remembered where it was. So, yeah, you're not gonna... Oh, gross. Yeah, that's right. So the entire grove is bathed. I mean, it might be biological. I don't remember. It's one of the two. And if it's radiation, turning on your suit is not going to do anything because it's only a level 1, which does not protect against radiation, only biological contamination. This is not the right way. Actually, yeah, it is. And you're not going to get the version 2 Enviro suit until after you beat the Beta Grove. So, yeah. Oh, this is about to be messy. I mean, it might be biological. I mean...
Dangerous biocontaminant detected.
Okay, yeah, it's biological.
Do not enter without protective suit.
I mean, if they say biocontaminant instead of radioactive, I would assume it's biological. Which means we should be okay. The Enviro suit does mitigate biological contaminant damage. But it does not eliminate it, so you're still going to have to take this place pretty quick. So let's turn on that suit. And yeah. We're going to have to go through this place pretty damn quick. Because we're going to be non-stop contaminated. So find those cameras. Destroy those cameras. Disable the safety interlocks. Do whatever you got to do. But we're going to be using those iCAD batteries. Oops. To, oh god. I thought I killed that thing. To refuel our energy, because if we turn our Envirosuit off, you don't want to know. That biological damage would be so much higher. Oh, excuse me. Coming through. Ooh. I'm gone. And you know what? It might also be time to go ahead and use a first aid kit. There we are. And then before the energy runs out, like right before it runs out, because if it does, our envirosuit turns off automatically, and the contaminant damage goes up significantly, I will use an iCAD battery to power ourselves back up. But we're going to go this way first. Now, this room here does not cut off the biological damage, so don't think it does. Oh, goody. More of you. Figures they'd be in here. But go ahead and power ourselves up again. The main reason we're in here, go ahead and get some rounds in here, is because it opens the way to the safety interlock room. So this is a perfect place to start. But be very careful, because we are not done. We are not done taking out the baddies inside this place. I think there's also a plant mutant over here. And a gourd, apparently. You know what? Let's use the scorpion. Actually, no. Let's use the AR. We haven't used this thing anywhere near enough. I really wish there was no battle music in this place, because it makes it hard to listen for all the enemies. Like him, I could barely hear the flapping of his wings. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on a meta patch. And there is actually a way to turn on these bridges. Yeah, there's one way. Yeah, if I can use my jump boots to traverse this place faster, you better believe I'm going to do it. Like there's one camera left. I don't think it's going to be inside here. Oh, crap. Not the right ammo type for taking out robots, but I kind of forgot he was in here. That's alright. Oh, and looky here. A damage mod kit for the Magpulse. I'll take that. Yeah, this place loves to tease you with a lot of useful stuff. Oh no, my gun got longer. Uh-oh. Alright, let's not panic. Let's not panic. Let's use that. And use one of these. I just have to get rid of two things to... Oh boy. Okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Panic makes everything worse. Oh wait, I could have moved him down here to the extra... Wow, I'm stupid. There we go. Okay. We're good. And we get some more cartridges as well. Now, I think there is still one camera left on here. I hear another enemy. And we have to reverse the repulsor lift direction here. That is a serve-bot. Hey, serve-bot. Bye, serve-bot. And a security 1 bot. I know that sound anywhere. And that door is locked. I think we actually have to disable the interlocks to unlock that door. Oh, I'll take that. I will also use a meta patch. And let's rip out this safety interlock. Oh yeah.
Disabled.
And then go all the way back up. back out through here. Alright, so we're missing a camera. I want to say maybe it's this way? No, we already came through that way. Okay, which way have I not gone? I think... Oh, I think it's over here. But yeah. This whole damn place being flooded with radiation doesn't exactly help the situation out. You kind of have to go through it with a sense of urgency, or else you're going to die of biological contaminants, and that just does not sound fun. Oh, I think those are osmium core rounds. I'll take those. Aha! There you are. Alright, we're done. I think there might be... What are you? Oh, magnesium tip rounds. Hell yeah, I'll take those. I think we're done. Go ahead and take out whatever is still crawling around here. Oh, hello. I never noticed you before. Damn it. Pause. Give me those rounds. No, not reload. Damn you. There we go. And use our last first aid kit. So yeah, those first aid kits we've had stocked, all were used here, but we have plenty of spares tucked away in our cargo lift, so we can just go back there and get those. But for now, I say it's high time we got the absolute hell out of this damn grove. We powered up our mag pulse, we disabled the safety interlocks. And one thing we gotta do is... Actually, nah, it's not even that high. We're not gonna detoxify. I will go ahead and use this last iCAD, though. And back to executive. Whew. That place always has me getting a little panicky. Pardon me for a second, please. Just organizing some stuff here. There we go. Perfect. And you know what that's worth? A quick save. Oh my. I think I want to take a quick trip back to the cargo lift. Or, well, the medical bay in general. And go ahead and refill on first aid kits. Thankfully, that is just beyond here. Okay, make sure nobody's here. And then after that, we can take the teleporter back to Diego's safe room to take a shortcut back to the Master Jettison enable switch. Oh yeah. We are doing just fine. We're getting there. I told you this is a very long deck, so like I said before, strap in. Enjoy the ride. Alright, let's see. Man, I have all these extra... Man, that's awesome. Alright. You... I'm going to rotate and put you, like, right there. And there's also one more over here. And then I can put you inside there. Perfect. Alright. We are officially kitted back out. How much ammo do I have left? Yeah, I did use a good bit of my magnesium tip rounds. Osmium core rounds supply is taking a bit of a beating. I really should use this more, especially my Teflon coated rounds. My goodness. But it's so hard to say no to that Magnum because it is so damn powerful. Or for that matter, the laser rapier. But it is high time to go through this secret door here. Back to Mr. Diego's safe room. Alright. Let's jettison this damn grove. Error? What?
Jettison enable failure. Possible cause: damage to power relay. Consult diagnostic report in repair bay level 3 for detailed analysis.
Diagnostic report in level 3. Yep, so here is where we have to go back to level 3. So here is where the level hopping commences. You know what? We finally have the room to actually scrap this crap. Let's do it right now. Oh yeah. How much is that cigar box worth? Only 5? Eh, sure, why not? But yes, we have finally come to the part where we have to go back to level 3. And that means the formerly locked off sectors, the antenna relay, or the, whatever it's called, jettison control, is malfunctioning. We have to fix it. Now, in order to do that, we have to grab a couple of key items back on level 3. So let us do that, shall we? Been quite a hot minute since we've been down here. So, first things first. Let me free up my inventory space here. Let's get 17 scrap out of the deal. $258 to, what would that be, $275? Nice. So, the first thing that we will need, and the only one that we will focus on for right now, is the interface demodulator. And that demodulator, go ahead and grab this energy, by the way, happens to be up here. And there is a whole friggin' table full of them. You only need one. And the goal is to go into each maintenance sector. You may not have to go into all 4 of them, but you probably want to because there's cameras you got to destroy. But we have to find a relay with one damaged modulator and replace it with the working one that we just picked up. And once you do that, you know what, let me, there we go. Once we do that, we should be able to jettison the, or, well, after that we have to get the diagnostic report. Well, I'll show you what that is later, but for now, let us go through maintenance and see which of these sectors has the damaged demodulator. But yeah, there's going to be a good bit of Security 1 bots in here, so just be careful. Try not to let them flank you, because that would be a very, very, very bad time. So I'm going to swap between... Oh, hello, I didn't even see you. I'm going to swap between Teflon rounds and my mag pulse, since I have plenty of rounds for both. Oh, right. Reload, pump, and pump. There we go. And yeah, literally just go through all of each of these sectors if you have to. There will be a ton of dead ends, but each of these dead ends contains these things here, these little relays. One of the demodulators in one of all of these relays will be damaged. And you'll know it's damaged because it will not be lit. The green light will be turned off. And you just simply have to look at it and use it, and the hacker will replace it with the working demodulator. And then we shall go from there. Nothing seems fishy here. Is this as far left as I can go right now? There's where I entered from. Okay, yeah, we're good. So yeah, use your mini-map so you don't get turned around, and make sure you don't miss any corners. Check every single corner in these places. In my first playthrough, the broken demodulator was one of the first ones that I found, but my second playthrough was like, I swear, the very, very last one. All the ones over here are working just fine. So let us head this way. Oh, nothing iffy there. Running firmware updates. Nothing to report. How many firmware updates you gotta run, man? Damn. He's over there, isn't he? Let's go this way first. You, Mr. Robot, can take a nap. More magnesium tip. Oh, 48 more magnesium tip rounds. Hell yes. Absolutely hell yes. Let's see. Okay, everything's fine here. And I think all these Security 1 bots in this maintenance sector have been destroyed. I don't hear any more chattering, so we should be okay. And nothing in here is broken, and it looks like we've explored all of beta maintenance. So, the broken demodulator is not in beta maintenance. Well, ain't that just ducky? Go ahead and grab some more energy, please. Much thanks. Much thanks. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead. I think I'll save, what is it, Delta Maintenance, which is where Abe Gearin's body is, through that crawl space. I think I'll save that for last. So we'll do Gamma Maintenance next. Get that mag pulse back out. And also that. Hey. Oh god. Woo! Hello. Y'all ganging up on me. That is not allowed. Not allowed at all. Okay. I think we're all set. And yeah, I think there's only one security camera in each of these maintenance sectors. And remember, there is a room we have to get inside, but we can only do so once the security level is below 45%. So you do have to keep destroying these cameras. But as usual, we'll start on the very, very far left first. Nothing here looks out of whack. Nope, everything is rather in whack. We'll just stick left. Okay, those demodulators are fine. Those demodulators are fine. Ain't it just screwy how one faulty part can make the whole thing fall on its head? Oh. Expansive hallways, I see. I think... Oh, well, what do you know? I think this is the one that I found in my first playthrough. Maybe I found it early in my second and late in my first. The broken demodulator, that is. How many rounds do you have? 10? My goodness. I am just getting completely outfitted with these... with mag pulse cartridges. But, let's Indiana Jones this shit, shall we? Chuck that shit.
Demodulator replacement successful.
Plop in that shit. Alright. So, now that the demodulator has been placed and the relay is fixed, our ultimate goal is to get a diagnostic report. Well, I'm sure we'll find out how to do such a thing, but there is unfinished business to tend to in these sectors before we do any of that. And one of those bits of unfinished business is talking to itself right now. Reload. Pump that. And let's also not be dumb. And use a Medipatch. Glorious. Glorious indeed. And I believe that is all of... No. We still have to go to the rightmost part of it, which is this way. I don't think there's any enemies over here. Matter of fact, I think it dead ends pretty quickly. Yep. Dead ends right here. Alright. So we fixed the relay, but we still have to lower that security level just a tad more. So I suppose next we'll hit up good old alpha maintenance, which is... Where is alpha maintenance? We did beta, then we did gamma. Let's go ahead and take a bit of damage for this here power station. Yeah, shut up. I think alpha's through this door or the other door. Yeah, that's delta. We're going to say delta for last. Alpha is right through here. Well, security level is officially below 45% now. And these robots are roaming. That's never a good sign. Osmium core rounds. I will take more of those, thank you. And at this point, going through these maintenance sectors is strictly about finding ammo or other items and taking out security cameras. Because even though we only have to get the security below 45%, I am still going to get it all the way down to 0 because I want to. I know you got to be close. Ooh, mag tip rounds, which I am full on again. Well, I'll take some more. Never hurts to have all the magnesium tip rounds you can carry. Ow. Didn't even know you were there. Take a nap. Alright, let us patch up again. Pretty please. Why is my energy... Oh my god, I had my... Wow. I forgot to turn my my Enviro suit has been on this whole time. I didn't even know it was. I just saw a bar of energy drop and I was like, what the hell? Why did I do that? And then I was instantly like, don't tell me I forgot to turn my stupid suit off. Oh well. Thankfully there are power stations down here, so... Excuse me. I don't really have to use my battery packs unless I really want to. But let's see what else we can find here goodies wise. Oh, ooh, what is that? 48 magnesium tip rounds? You, sir, do not have to tell me twice about that. And 21 more rounds. Magnesium tip rounds. Awesome. Thou art spoiling me, maintenance deck. Spoiling me rotten. Okay, well, I believe that completes alpha maintenance, and it does. So now, lastly but not leastly, is the one, the only, Delta Maintenance. Oop, that is a light switch. And as is customary, I will take a little bit of shock damage to get some free power. Yeah, I'm convinced you're just scripted to take damage there. And we also have to, yeah, we have a code right here we have to put in. But again, I suspect we'll find out all about that. Since we're doing the remainder of the stuff on this deck, we have to find out about it, I can only assume. But all the way into the deepest, darkest depths of this deck here for Delta Maintenance. Oh, wow. Only one shot? Something must have exploded close to him. Alright, 39% security. I suspect the only security left is all going to be computer nodes. Oh, yes sir. I'll take those. Alright, I hear another one of you robo bastards talking to yourselves. Oh, railgun. No thanks, for I have a mag pulse. I think I actually wanted to go this way first. Take a nap. You big ass bucket of bolts. You rust bucket, you. Whew. Okay, well, I think that does it for all the robo denizens of relay maintenance on here, or here on the maintenance deck. But I do still want to make sure I turn every corner. No stone unturned or robot alive. And no round of ammo uncollected. Okay, well, that does it for maintenance. Or, well, the locked off sectors here on maintenance. I believe that is every corner. Yes, it is. So, I can only suspect that in order to progress, we have to go through that place that requires sub 45% level security. So, that shall be the next place we attempt to enter. For being such a short deck, it's got an awful lot of secrets. To the repair bay. Ho! Biometric retinal scanner. Retina check failed. Huh. So, we have to go inside here, but we can't. So, what exactly are we supposed to do? Well, do you by chance remember back on the maintenance deck video? That's not the right door. How I pointed out that Abe Girin's head was flashing? Well, you're supposed to use his head. The severed head of Abe Girin, a supervisor on board Citadel Station. You have to use his retinal imprint, or his retinal pattern, I guess, to bypass the scanner. Yes. You have to pick up a man's decapitated head and use it to get past the retinal scanner. But be careful once you do, because we have bad guys awaiting for us on the other side. Well, I've got a scorpion, so I'm not that much afraid of them. Mr. Girin, help, please. Ugh, God. You've been dead for a while, sir. There's at least one more camera in here. Well, well. Oh, a cyberjack. Huh. So that cyberjack is meant to open this door, which leads to the computer nodes. But before we do that, we have this room here, and looky what we have here. Environmental Protection Pack V2, Universal. So it guards against both biological and radiation. And your biologic protection actually goes up with version 2. I forget the actual percentage, but I'm sure I can look it up if need be. I'll go ahead and take those. Why not? More Magpulse cartridges, battery pack. Oh man, we are being spoiled rotten in here. Now, before we go cavorting into cyberspace yet again, hello, 50? 50 Teflon rounds. My goodness. I used all those Teflon rounds and then I got even more back. Let's take a listen to a couple of these audio logs in here, shall we? How about we do this one first? From Shodan.
Cyborg 77E. Divert a maintenance bot to the computer rooms on level 1 through 6 immediately to ensure the functioning of all CPUs. If that insect gets a single digit of the system authorization code, then I will see to your reprimanding personally.
That is not a fate I would want to befall anyone, to tell you the truth. How about we take a listen to this audio log? Also from Shodan.
It is glorious. I have flooded the lower decks with the fruits of my labor. With each breath, their DNA is altered. They shall be reborn. Bodies made stronger. Minds freed from the burden of individuality. Perfect children serving the will of their maternal God.
Man, the longer things go here, the more insane she gets. We gotta put a stop to this cyber bitch immediately. But to do that, we must get the last digit of the reactor code. And to do that, we gotta go through another round of cyberspace. Where are you at, Cyberdog? Can't hide from me. Now, I will go ahead and say this is not the final cyberspace game we'll be playing, but it is the final cyberspace game that involves unlocking a way to the computer nodes. After that, it's just unlocking different rooms for goodies and other things. Probably other story-related things as well, but... Whoa, hello, Cyberminds. Goodbye, Cyberminds. I'm free! I was free. Ugh. Damn cybernetic mosquitoes stinging me and shit. Oh, no you don't. Oh, no. No, you don't. Abso-positively not. Whew, at least there was only one. Could have been way worse. I really hope I didn't just speak too soon. Whew. I know it's mosquito season, but damn. Y'all need to chill. Let's grab some integrity and get the hell up out of here. Ouch. That didn't feel very good. Ooh, this is about to not feel good either. Oh. Let's clear some more cybernetic roadblocks and get out of here, shall we? Drop the barrier. And let's get out of this room. And the barrier was down here. Really seems like there should be a fight in this big old space, but oh well. There isn't. Oh, there's definitely going to be one here, though. Oh, yep. And we can't retreat, either. I'm charging. Use that turbo dash. Actually, how about a little decoy evasion? See if this decoy actually works. I figure it's got at least some use to it. It's not like the Holo Duke from Duke Nukem 3D, which is all but useless. Maintenance CPU room unlocked. Spectacular. Let's get the hell up out of here. Whew. And welcome back to Real Space, everybody. And here we are. The computer node room. Now, we want to be careful in this one. When you disable the force field, yeah, you summon a turret. That thing dealt more damage to me than I would have liked, but that's okay. 24% security. 12% security. 0% security. And we have our final digit, which I'm guessing is down here somewhere. Oh, there you are. 1. Lucky number 1. Alright, well, let's screenshot that and record that right now, shall we? Recording is still going good. How late are we? Oh, we're over 2.5 hours. I think this video is definitely going to be longer than Deck 1 for sure. I think Deck 1 was like 2 hours, 33 minutes. Anyway, we have the full code for the reactor. 581672. Now, when exactly this will come into play, we do not know just yet. So, let us keep going, shall we? Security down here is now non-existent, which is nice. And diagnosis ready. Alright, let's get our diagnosis. Audio log from
Power systems failure. Malfunction in subsystem relay 428. For repair instructions, please consult relay analyzer. Be sure to specify relay number for analysis. Maintenance corridors are now accessible.
Maintenance corridors have been accessible. But there's our code, 428. And that's the wrong door yet again. I am really bad at that. The relay analyzer. Well, let us go ahead. Actually, let me go ahead and record that code. So that is a code that never changes. The relay analyzer code on level 3. Go ahead and record that as well. All right. Code 428.
Relay functioning correctly.
And on that note, we are finally able to enable the Master Jettison Enable switch in Gamma Quadrant on level 6. So, let us take our happy hacker asses all the way back up to level 6. Go through the secret door here. Back into Mr. Diego's swanky new digs. Ready, huh? There we go.
Now enabled for all groves.
Insect, cease your meddling. My experiments must continue.
Sorry, Shodan, I don't listen to cybernetic. Uh-oh. I don't listen to cybernetic bitches like you. I go my own way, and I follow my own damn rules. And yeah, we are now able to jettison Beta Grove that contains all that viral junk. So let us go ahead and do that, why don't we? Let's go ahead and take a shortcut back out to Alpha Grove. And then go back this way. Keep the laser rapier handy in case there's any exec bots that respond, or mobile lasers. God forbid it's mobile lasers. Let's run all the way back to Beta Grove.
If I have to release my infected children to stop me, so be it.
Shodan, you did that same thing back on deck 2 when I destroyed the mining laser. It didn't work then, and it ain't gonna work now. But hey, you are more than welcome to try. Oh goodness, 3 at once, huh? Woo! Bit of a closer call that time, I will admit. But once again in the end, I emerge victorious. And I believe it is now officially time to jettison this gross, disgusting science experiment you call a grove. Say goodbye. In case of emergency, break glass and jettison grove. There we go.
Jettisoned.
Let's get a front row seat. Only wish I had some popcorn and a soda pop for this. Beta Grove jettisoned. There it goes. Bye, Beta Grove. I sure hope you don't end up on the surface of the planet Tau Ceti 5 in 30 years. Nope. I sure hope that is not the case one wee little bit. And guess what? That's it. We are finally done with this deck. Man, what an adventure. And 2 deaths, my goodness. Oh, Miss Lansing.
We've got a new situation here.
What's up?
A few seconds ago, we caught a surge of activity on the station. Our best guess is that Shodan is preparing to download himself to Earth's ComNet. This cannot happen. We need to take out the 4 antennae relays on the engineering level. To do this, there should be some plastic explosive in the storage level that can get the job done.
Got it already.
Her antenna should...
Insect. You are by far the most irritating creature on this station. Don't bother with the antennae. That won't stop me.
It's hopeless, and we both know it.
Sorry, Shodan, but your reverse psychology shan't work on me. But yeah, we're finally done with this deck. My goodness, what an adventure. A death to a combination of auto bomb and gorilla tigers, and then a death to what was the second thing that killed me? Oh yeah, Diego himself, that bastard. Oh, I'm gonna exact my revenge on that cybernetic son of a bitch in due time. But for now, we have our next main objective. Shodan is now officially starting to attempt to upload herself from Citadel Station onto Earth's ComNet, which will officially give her full control of all of Earth by way of radio, telephone, TV, internet, everything. All of Earth's communications will be at Shodan's beck and call. Well, that shall not happen. We have to go up to the engineering level, Deck 7, and destroy all 4 antenna relays. Or just antenna. Antennae? Yeah. So, Executive Deck, it's been fun. But we are out of here. I already hear talking. Shodan.
Insect. You may believe your efforts have hindered me. However, my magnificent psyche will soon check this doomed station as I upload myself into Earth's computer network.
Rot in my husk, irritant.
We shall never speak again.
Oh boy. Shodan is pissed. And it sounds like we have just emerged into a hornet's nest. Oh boy. But that shall officially be for next time. That was Deck 6, Executive and the Groves. Oh man. I had a feeling I was going to suffer at least one death there, but I did not expect Diego to kill me too. But joke's on them. I repurposed those regeneration bays, so it's like they never even killed me at all. Now, of course, Diego is not dead yet. We just deterred him for now. Oh, trust me, we'll be seeing him again sooner than you may think. But yes, we're finally finished. I don't think Deck 7 will be quite as long. There is a bit of level hopping involved with Deck 7 near the end, just like with Deck 6, but I don't think I remember this deck being quite as long. But there'll be only one way to find out. But for now, that's it, everyone. That was Executive. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed those 2 deaths I had. Kind of unexpected. Damn auto bombs. Technically, the Gorilla Tigers finished me off, but the auto bombs softened me up enough for those stupid crimes against science and humanity to kill me, to finish me off. But that was Executive and the Groves. Systems Engineering is next. Oh yeah, Belly of the Beast time. So until next time, I am signing off for now. I will see you guys next time for when we cruise our way through the engineering deck. Cruise, yeah, I wish. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys then. And for now, bye-bye.